Hello, today is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to the Associated Press, UK Labour leader Keir Starmer is under mounting pressure, with an exit timetable likely to be announced soon, following Andy Burnham's victory last week for a seat in Parliament. Andy Burnham, Mayor of Greater Manchester and former Lee MP, has emerged as a central figure in the Labour Party, sparking speculation about a return to Westminster and potentially seeking leadership. Burnham's prominence is underscored by growing leadership tensions within Labour, fueled by electoral and polling uncertainties in 2026. The party's National Executive Committee (NEC) supervises leadership processes, and local MPs are closely watching Burnham's moves, which may affect their own strategies. If Burnham re-enters Parliament, a near-term leadership contest could be triggered, deepening party divisions and potentially undermining Labour's unity before the next general election. In the medium term, new leadership could shift party policy and impact future electoral performance, while Burnham's actions may embolden other senior Labour figures to challenge current party structures. Turning now to rural America, Fortune highlights the grave threat posed by a rare Super El Ni currency sign O, which risks worsening an ongoing farm economic crisis and may spark a mini Dust Bowl. Super El Ni currency sign O events, with only 3 confirmed since 1950, represent extreme Pacific Ocean warming and typically lead to erratic global weather droughts, floods, and temperature spikes that threaten agriculture. Rural America is particularly exposed due to its reliance on commodity crops and livestock. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is closely monitoring impacts, with major firms like Cargill and Archer Daniels Midland at the center of supply chain disruptions. Reuters reports U.S. corn yields could fall up to 12% by September 2026, and Bloomberg notes soybean futures have surged 9% on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange amid Midwest disruptions. Meanwhile, Financial Times finds Brazil's coffee exports dropped 7% in June following torrential rains. In the coming months, food prices may spike and shortages may appear in rural grocery stores, while crop insurance claims are likely to rise and rural employment may fall. The ripple effects may disrupt global supply chains for wheat, corn, and coffee, and lasting soil erosion and reduced biodiversity could reshape affected regions. Finally, Next Big Future reports that advances in drone warfare are reshaping modern military tactics, creating strategic deadlock and incremental battlefield gains that mirror the attrition of trench warfare. Since the early 2000s, drones now driven by AI and autonomous navigation have enabled forces to conduct surveillance and precision strikes in contested airspace, while also exposing new vulnerabilities. The U.S. Department of Defense, Russian Ministry of Defense, and Ukrainian armed forces are key actors, and major manufacturers like Baykar, General Atomics, JAI, and Elbit Systems are expanding their portfolios. On June 22, Ukrainian forces deployed over 10,000 FPV drones in Donetsk, driving advances as reported by Defense News, while Russian troops near Kharkiv unveiled new electronic warfare systems to counter drones, according to Reuters. The U.S. Army has procured 2,500 Switchblade kamikaze drones for NATO allies, Military Times reports. This intensifying drone and counter-drone escalation is leading to attrition and stalemate, and the proliferation of cheap drones could fuel asymmetric tactics and complicate conventional military planning. Mid-term effects may include regulatory changes for drone exports among NATO nations, while civilian infrastructure faces greater risks of drone attack, driving new investment in anti-drone defense systems. Now, onto the markets. International markets showed mixed results, with Spain's EWP up nearly 0.8% and Taiwan's EWT gaining about 1.4% today, while France's EWQ and Israel's EIS fell around 1.3% and 1.5%, respectively. Commodities mostly declined, led by U.S. oil USO down almost 1.9% and platinum PPLT dropping over 1.2%, while carbon KRBN stood out with a gain above 1.4%. In the favorites group, AMD rose more than 2.6% but ARM sank about 7.2%, with Microsoft MSFD and Amazon AMZN both trending lower by over 3%. Among sectors, semiconductors stocks climbed over 2.4% but aerospace ITA retreated nearly 1.5%. The S&P 500 SPY edged down about 0.3%. Real estate and healthcare showed slight gains, while agriculture MOO remained almost unchanged. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.